telling you guys, Steve the rooster. I was telling you guys how like the chickens are used to coming out, but with all the fox problems we've had, we really can't let them out. But they're all like, they see me coming to the gate, and they're like, oh, like, hey, let us out. So this one here, that's a barred rock. See how it's got like the lines on it, makes it look like prison bars. And then this one here, that's a Rhode Island red. It's got a little bit of a red look to it. And then right behind it, we have a white Plymouth Rock. Okay. Or a white Leghorn. And this little guy over here, like the little poof ball, that's a Polish crested. They lay like a little green egg. So we've got the barred rock, the Rhode Island red, the Polish crested, and then the white Leghorn. The white Leghorns are the most popular of the chicken breeds for laying eggs that you typically would see in the grocery store. Now over in this other little older coop we have over here, we have our Easter eggers, or Americanas as we call them. And that's our sole rooster, but these are all Americanas. So when we get eggs out of these guys, they're be considered fertile. All right, and there's yesterday on. So that's what the rooster does in the morning. He crows, wakes up everybody, lets them know it's morning. And then yesterday we also were kind of like out here and we saw the little Jersey calf. Well, last night we had a new calf born, and it's over here in a hutch already. And it's black and white, and it is a registered or purebred Holstein little girl. So we just brought her in, and people ask, well, why do you separate them from their mother so soon? And it's mainly because the mother produces so much milk that this baby calf can't possibly drink it all. So we want to put that baby calf on a limited diet so that it will have a chance to grow consistently. It's just like you guys when you're babies, we don't want you to eat too much or too little. So we just kind of give you the right amount. And that's what we do with these calves. And then we let the mothers go ahead and produce milk for you as a consumer. Here's our little bucktooth baby calf here. A little buck teeth. You all right? Yeah, you're trying to. And the sheep are up. Yesterday afternoon when we came out, it was kind of warm and not much was going on. But we've got some sheep here. These are ewes that are going to be getting bred with our ram here soon. So we've got 3 of them in there. We got 1 younger one and 2 older ones back there. We're going to come out and say hi. Now these sheep here, we've actually used an estrus synchronization device on them to get those to come into heat all at the same time, meaning they'll all get bred at the same time, which we learned yesterday will make them all lamb at the same time. And we do that so that we can make sure that like we're home. If we know exactly when all 3 of them are going to have lambs, then we can plan our schedules so that we are here when they're going to be lambing. Like we could take off work or just make sure we have them inside in the barn, and that there'll be a better chance of those lambs getting off to a good start. And that's why we do that. So they actually have like what we call seeders that are a progesterone implant in them. And we'll pull those seeders out on Saturday, and we'll put them with the ram, and the progesterone has lined up their estrus cycle, and we'll go ahead and they'll all come and heat at the same time. These three guys here were just weaned, taken away from the milk. Not their mother, but they were taken away from the milk. And these guys here were born in June. And they're growing pretty good size. So they're kind of just getting used to life out here, as we call these adolescents. They're not really baby calves anymore. They're off milk. They're born in June, so July, August, September. Just a little over 3 months old, so they're actually still pretty young. But these are animals that will be taken to the state fair next year. The Ruby cow over there was actually red when she was first born, but now she's starting to turn black. So sometimes that happens. So throughout this semester, we're going to be kind of monitoring the growth of these animals. We're going to be coming out and checking on them every now and then. We'll probably have a day that we'll have a few of you out to the farm here, and we'll go ahead and put them on a scale and weigh them. And that's how we kind of keep track of the health of animals. And even with dog breeders and kitten breeders, people that are into like the real fancy breeds that sell them for a lot of money, like your Mancoons and your Labrador Retrievers or specialty dogs, the breeders will weigh those babies, and then that's how they know that they're getting milk and that they're getting fed by their mothers. Animals out here, we pretty much take care of the feeding on them, so we know if they're drinking or eating, but we like to make sure that they're growing. So we'll weigh them and see what their average daily gains are, and what their we can even check their feed conversion ratios. See what the goats are up to this morning. We're just kind of hanging out here, a little bit more active. This used to be an area we kept some pigs at back in the day, but then we had to take all the concrete out when we put the building up. A couple sheep want to come out and look now. They're like, the goats are like real curious. Like they'll just run right up here. But the sheep, they kind of they're like, yeah, they'll lay back a little bit. But if I were to go for a feed cup or something and start putting feed in these pans, you can bet they'd be right up here pushing these goats out of the way. So, a little goat action going on here, having a little headbutt. Whoa, boom, headbutt you. So, that's what goats do. But the one goat's got horns and the other goat's been dehorned. But it's just a matter of who's got the harder head. So, but they can hold their own against the sheep. They're a little smaller than the sheep, but they're pretty tough. This guy here, he's a bully. He's like jumping up on everybody. So, all right, well, we're gonna wrap it up there for today, and we'll come back and check on these animals every now and then. See you later.